Hello everyone and welcome back to another market review. This is Silent. Today we're looking at the NASDAQ September contract of 2025 and we're starting off with the weekly chart again. On the week we have opened up so far and have rallied strongly and delivering almost into 24,300. I'm inclined to favor bullishness still, just to see how far it'll continue pressing on until the contract rollover. Dropping down to the daily chart, again we can see that reversal on the daily buy-side imbalance, rally through, respect these constant encroachment of these daily wicks here, of these doji candles. Closure on Friday above our weekly high, so we closed at an all-time high last week, opened up, traded down into Friday's range, and rallied back above the opening price and closed with a strong bullish candle on the day. Dropping down to the 4-hour chart, we can see the respect of that daily constant encroachment level, the 971, being respected there on our 4-hour, and resulting from that we had a large up close candle with the buy side imbalance on Friday. Price opened up, traded down into it during London, and then rallied up and closed strong on the day. These are two New York candles, very small, doji-like, not much expansion from this in New York. Most of the action was done in London, and we will be reflecting on that on the lower time frames. Let's drop down to the hourly chart. And on the hourly chart we can see price trading up through that weekly buy side liquidity and leaving that 4-hour imbalance. Price opens at midnight today and rallies up a little, sinks it lower during London and has a reversal. Price accumulates inside that buy side imbalance and sends delivery higher into the 24,300s. On the 15-minute chart, I'm bringing over this imbalance, this sell-side imbalance from Friday. We close on Friday and open on Sunday. Spend some time accumulating until midnight. Price rallies up and almost takes out that high from Friday and sinks lower just after London open. Accumulates here, fails to drop any lower. So price begins to do a reversal, leaving this buy side imbalance, and accumulates here inside this down close candle. Price delivers through that wick and is supported in the upper half on this candle and this candle. Lining up with our Friday sell side imbalance, it's being reused as an inversion level, and prices skyrocket as the New York opens. On the 5-minute chart, I've just done something quick and simple here. I've limited our outlook from the end of London to just until 10 o'clock. I pulled a Fibonacci on this range and extended it higher. I'm using this high and this low because this is our failure swing. I'm replicating this range higher, so we have 1, 2, and 3 deviations of this range from high to low extended up. And as price breaks through this range high at 24,119, it leaves a 5-minute buy side imbalance where price reaccumulates, stays above half of that range, spends time accumulating in the pre-market, does a drop lower at 8:30, and then there's a similar idea of this market structure over here just before the open. So we get that drop down that's similar to right here, and it breaks through on the buy side of the curve and leaves the imbalance just like it did here. And price reaccumulates here and sends it higher, going into 3 standard deviations of that projected range higher by 10 o'clock. The majority of today's range was delivered before 11 o'clock, and price spent a lot of time consolidating in the New York session today, so our main focus for today's profile and the price action signatures that we like to look for and the setup that we were looking for to develop all was built up from London, and everything was all set up for just a rally right on the open at 9:30, which we saw that deliver. And dropping into the 1 minute chart, same thing. I have this projection here to the upside. Price accumulates inside the 5 minute imbalance and rallies. Does a similar idea of this right here just before New York opened. 5 minute imbalance through this breakup higher here. Accumulates in the upper portion of that range, and price rallies and leaves our first presented fair value gap open today and delivers strongly going into 10 o'clock. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. Hopefully you learned something, found something insightful. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all